If you get overwhelmed by doing Facebook ads, this video is for you. The old way of doing the full ad creation process yourself is dead, and I don't mean because of AI. So in this video, I'll show you the new, easier and cheaper way to make ads so you can start scaling your Shopify brand fast today. The old way of doing Facebook ads is doing the whole ad creation process yourself. From ideation to scripting, briefing, shooting, and editing. You then spend as much money as you profitably can on the ad. The method works, but you can only make a few good ads per month doing this. It consumes your time. And one of the most important ways to scale Facebook ads today is making lots of ads so you discover what gets sales. Another problem is a lot of Shopify brands are finding that ads today are expensive. You have to pay to beat out an increasing number of competitors in the ad auction. So here's a new way and a better way that solves these problems. I'll show you by looking at a brand doing exactly this. True Classic sells clothing and recently expanded into a kids line. In the Facebook ads library, I click on branded content from the top. And here you can see what's called a partnership ad. These used to be called branded content ads and even whitelisting ads. But today they're called partnership ads, and I'm going to show you why doing more of them increases profit and the one simple tactic with partnership ads that works incredibly well for Shopify brands to blow up sales. Here on November 20, there's a creator here called The Bloomers with brand partner True Classic. If I click to view the Instagram reel, you can see paid partnership with True Classic. Most brands do partnership ads through an Instagram post because that's where creators get the most views. This isn't a problem as you can run an Instagram reel on Facebook. Want to know what's insane about this type of ad? Meta has designed the auction so it costs less to run partnership ads and it gets in front of new people wanting to buy. It's crazy. When you run partnership ads, the ad uses signals from both ad accounts to improve performance. You see, you get access to new niche audiences through your influencers. And that's new potential customers, which is a big challenge for brands spending $10,000 or more a month on ads. This is another big advantage of partnership ads when done right. The less audience overlap you have, the more likely you are to get better results for less spend. Why does this work so well for brands? When someone sees a creator posting about your store, it instantly makes you look more legit. If a shopper sees your ad, then a few days later sees an influencer posting about it, it feels less like a coincidence and more like a trend. That repetition tips people over the edge to finally check you out. Also, the best way to access new audiences is to have ads of people that look and sound like your target audience. In another True Classic partnership ad, you'll see they have a young lady for the clothes in order to grow their female customers. Very important. Why is this method so cheap? See, Meta gives you a discount through a bid multiplier. So let's say the ad would normally enter the auction at a $25 CPM. This means you'd normally pay $25 to get in front of 1,000 people. For the partnership ad, it gets an automatic discount bonus in the auction. So you pay something closer to $18 or $15. This isn't a hack. Meta has biased the system. I believe they do this to incentivize brands and creators to make better content. When better content is made, creators, brands, viewers, and Meta all win. Here's yet another reason why this new way is the better and faster way to scale your Shopify store. It frees up your time as you don't have to do all the creative yourself. Also, it looks more organic than a normal ad. This matters a lot in the new world of cheap, fake AI slop.
It's the most terrible time of the year. So you bleed from the madness, the lights.
Your ads can feel like recommendations from a friend. I hope you can see it's time to make this part of your regular ad buying system. So how do you actually do the method to grow your Shopify brand? I've condensed everything I've learned from hundreds of campaigns into the most important tips to get you started straight away. First, you need to look beyond your usual list of creators. Ask yourself, just ask AI like everyone else is doing now mindlessly, what other audiences can your product serve? You've got to answer this question first because knowing your audience is the real power of partnership ads. Instead of pouring budget into one big creator to begin with, split your test budget across a few creators with different audiences. Fitness coaches, book reviewers, even someone local with a loyal following. A part of success with partnership ads comes down to picking creators who connect on camera. The best ones make you feel like they're talking right to you, not just performing for anyone who will watch. You will notice this with great YouTubers and short form storytellers. That one-to-one feeling is a factor that grabs attention and gets people to watch longer. Ultimately, you want to get genuine partners, not just content factories for hire. The best creators care about their community and it shows. You'll see this authenticity in their comments and how followers engage with their content. To find good influencers to work with, you first need to 1. Know how to search them, and then next, rate and filter them. So a great starting source is your existing audience. Does your brand have any big followers already? DM them. A big appeal of partnership ads for these people is that they don't have to post on their page. To find new creators, go on Instagram, then check the comment sections of creators you already like. Find out who's attracting a lot of likes on their comments. These can be influencers who tend to support and interact with each other, making it easy to discover new faces who might be a good fit. I suggest you use tools like Incense to find someone new whose audience fits your target demographic and geographic criteria, like I did for this creator. I'll include a link to Incense in the description. You can also use Meta's Creator Marketplace to find relevant creators. This is free to use. A third great source of creators for partnership ads is networks. When you work with a creator, I suggest asking them who else they can recommend. They're often happy to recommend friends from their own networks. Also consider any networks you may be able to tap into for creators. Think masterminds, Slack groups, mentorship groups, and similar groups. This isn't my preferred method as you rely on someone else's judgment, but we've had some success with recommendations from doing it. I also suggest seeing if anyone comes to mind who would be an ideal person to work with. Start building a relationship with them, DM them and see what happens. I mean, you've got to shoot to score a goal, and this can lead to email and phone exchanges. This is dreaming big. Now, I know you're getting excited, so what's the easiest type of ad you can make to start using this strategy right away? A fourth source for partnership ads is actually the founder. I recommend every brand use this strategy because it can work incredibly well. Tell your product's founding story and run it as an ad through the founder's page. It's great to get familiar with the process of partnership ads, but it also works. It's personal. The last source for partnership ads is other brands. You may also just want to see what other brands are running for their partnership ads for creative inspiration. But finding partnership ads can actually be hard. The method I showed you at the start of the video, where you go to the ads library, then click branded content, doesn't show you everything. When I search Hollow Alpaca Socks who run partnership ads, nothing appears here. To solve this, here's an awesome trick I got from Zach Stuck. Go to the ads library as normal and search the brand's Facebook. Searching Hollow Alpaca Socks, there's a lot of their normal ads here, but if I search within the browser with Hollow, I see some partnership ads quickly. This doesn't show all the ads though, because when running an ad, the brand's Instagram or Facebook account isn't always selected. So the trick is to do a general search for the brand name. You can then browse or search the domain name to find partnership ads. Here's a partnership ad with a guy called Eric. So now that you've got your eyes on a partner, I suggest you think about what percentage of your ad spend budget you would be willing to trial on this new type of content. After that, break that budget up to decide what to spend on each partner. Next, you need to send each creator a unique brief. You can modify previous briefs to save yourself time, but if you want the best chance of success, I highly recommend planning the script and B-roll to go with it. Tell them to get creative within those guidelines and slightly modify the script if it helps them be more authentic. Creativity thrives within restrictions. As for deliverables, ask for 2 main ads with 10 hook variations. So the first 3 seconds of the ad to mix and match. That's 20 unique ads for one shoot. Hooks matter a lot because the majority of people don't watch beyond the first 3 seconds. Having different hooks lets you test how to best grab attention and increase engagement. Expect the total process of creation and distribution to take about 60 days. The first 30 days for all steps up to shooting content, then the next 30 for running the ad. Do a one-time payment for the 60 days to keep it simple. So back to our diagram, you have some input into the start of the creative. Come up with ideas, script guidance, format restrictions, tone, pacing, but then you work with your creator to do the rest. How you work with the creator is entirely up to you, but I suggest being very intentional with the script and footage so you both are happy before the record button is even pressed. So now you've got an awesome creator, or two, maybe three, for partnership ads, and you know how to work with them. One of the hardest parts for brands is actually creating the ad in Meta because it's different from your usual ad creation process. To create the ad, I'll quickly show you the process. Let's say I'm the influencer and I'm going to run ads through Digital Darts. In the business manager from the left, I click the partnership ads hub. I go to partners, then click add partnership. Search the person's username for the ad partner. After that, select the business asset you want to run the ads on, which is Digital Darts for this example, and then send the request through. Now, here's what it looks like from the creator's perspective. And jumping on Instagram, I get a message request to run partnership ads. You can't do this on a computer, so I'll screen my phone with the Instagram app. All I've got to do is review the requests and then accept it. Pretty simple, really. This process is so much easier than it used to be. And then in Facebook Ads Manager at the ad level, enable partnership ads. Select the partner. Then the last thing you need to do that's unique in this type of ad is select the identities. Since I haven't linked my personal Facebook page, it's unavailable, so I can just use my Instagram account. If you also get permissions to run from their Facebook page, you can select it here. For the first identity, I suggest you select the person you're working with as his name appears first at the top of the ad. Once your ad is running, here's some bonus strategies to really blow up your Shopify brand. When you get a creator who does well, you can make it even better by creating a custom landing page for the creator. This can squeeze out even more profit from partnership ads. A second tactic is to consider a performance bonus for your creator partner if the spend with their ad reaches a certain amount per month. So for example, they get 5% of ad spend if an ad goes over $50,000 in spend a month. You've got to make sure you cover your costs. This incentivizes the person to iterate and spend time making better ads. The sad thing is you could do all of what I've just shown you and still light your ad spend budget on fire unless you avoid the critical Facebook ads mistakes made by Shopify brands. So watch this next video to scale so fast it feels illegal.